everyone, it's me again, Glory Pipaya Romero, and for today's video, I'm gonna share some information about Laura Wingfield in the play The Glass Menagerie by Tennessee Williams. Who is Laura Wingfield? Laura Wingfield is Tom's sister and Amanda's daughter. She is portrayed as sensitive and fragile like a glass. The glass unicorn is Laura's valuable collection. This shows unusualness of Laura's. Additionally, Laura is presented as extremely shy and sensitive person. Her shyness is emphasized even more by being contrasted with Amanda's forceful and almost brutal nature. Additionally, the name of Laura's is Blow Roses. It derives from Jim's mishearing of piosis, the disease that left her crippled. Both Tom and Jim see Laura's as like a blue rose, exotic and frail in his rarity. Yet despite her fragility, Laura does not willfully delude herself about the nature of her reality. He accepts her leg injury and his shyness without trying to pretend that she is another version of herself. Why do I like her? It is because though Laura is physically and emotionally crippled, she is the only character in the play who never does anything to hurt anyone else. Despite the width of his own problems, he displays a pure compassion as with the tears she sheds over Tom's unhappiness described by Amanda in Sid. Additionally, Laura's attitude appears apologetic toward both her mother and brother. She worried about letting Amanda down and her mother frustrating Tom. Laura's next comment addresses to Tom shows that she understands her mother's concern quite well. What is the short background of The Glass Menagerie? The Glass Menagerie was originally produced in Chicago in 1944 and then staged in New York on Broadway in 1945. The text was also published in 1945. This play was the first of Williams to win the New York Drama Critics Circle Award, an honor he was given 4 times. Although The Glass Menagerie also received much popular acclaim, that hit thematic devices that Williams relies on, such as the legend of the screen, are too heavy-handed. The Glass Menagerie is the autobiographical in its sources. In some ways, this is coming-of-age story, with both Tom Wingfield and Laura Wingfield negotiating their role as young adults. Like many coming-of-age stories, the major conflicts in this play are both internal and external. Tom cannot choose both the future he deserves for himself and the future his mother, Amanda Wingfield, desire for him and for Laura. Emerging through this major conflict between Tom and Amanda are the themes of alienation and loneliness, duty and responsibility, and appearance and reality. The main characters are Amanda Wingfield, Tom Wingfield, Laura Wingfield, and Jim O'Connor. I want to share one of my favorite lines in the story. People are not so dreadful when you know them. That's what you have to remember. And everybody has problem, not just you. But practically, everybody has got some problems. You think of yourself as having the only problems, as being the only one who disappointed. But just look around you and you will see lots of people are disappointed as you are. Hectorla, The Escape and the Private World of Laura. Magic Show, The Escape of Desire by Tom. Fire Escape, simply the escape from Amanda's world. Tom seeks to leave it, but Laura stumbles whenever she does. unicorn, Laura's singularity, her return to reality, and her return to her retreat back into her world. Themes. The subject and themes of the play are somewhat timeless. Failure of capitalism, failure of the family structure, failures of father, perhaps even God, broken promises, individual failure, and reconciliation. The Glass Menagerie is about thought decision people make for themselves that affects other and honestly themselves.
And that's all for today. Have a nice day, everyone.